today. From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
The pass. Complete.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
3rd down.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
48-yard line.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, New Orleans.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40.
Alvin Kamara on the carry.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 24 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
He's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara, the ball carrier.
Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Always fun to get a peek at Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time, and he got his respect. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, it's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. Hey, look, he was great, not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about let's take that forward now. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Number 29, the ball carrier.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 22 carries, 88 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game, and even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
The ball carrier. He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
from the gun on third down. Brady. That's caught by Howard. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on third down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
A toss play to the running back.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
10 at the 24-yard line.
Brady now on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here's Brady to Evans on the slant. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down. Here's a 2nd and 7.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Shaquille Barrett. Tom Brady.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it's going to be 3rd down and forever.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd.
Back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Then he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
It's a loss of 4 yards.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now a handoff here to his running back. These two teams all tied after one.
Score tied 7-7.
from just shy of midfield. Brady. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. Now Brady. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. Throwing again. Brady. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Brady to throw again. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Brady's pass. Thrown to the sideline.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead.
Buccaneers 10.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that, but in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
The running lanes have definitely not been there.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brought him down. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Shotgun now for Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams.
That's good for a Buccaneers first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Saints.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
And that makes it 14-10. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone, and he'll just take a seat in the drive when we get at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard
And here we go again with Tom Brady in Tampa's offense. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now they try the right side here. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. The Bucks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
It's a gain of 5.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
3rd down and 5.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
The 34-yard line.
Again, it's Brady. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
The 42-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Brady again. And a catch right side by Evans. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. That catch good for only a couple. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And that one incomplete. It also breaks a string of 7 straight completions as well, as it leads to a 4th down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Walters with a grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
4-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough.
We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Will Lutz.
Lutz now to kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the 3rd quarter. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 24-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Brady's
that catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
9-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
You got the lead here in the second half. That's the last penalty you want to commit.
And they were getting the ball. Why are you going after the punter there? Just take the football and keep going.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
29, the ball carrier.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now a play fake. Brady. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
27-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Caught on the right side by Adams.
Brady's pass.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, and that'll be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
At the 4-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Number 29.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
It fights him off. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. Now, I guess, partner, you call that a coverage sack.
Oh, without a doubt, because where did he have to go with the football? I know everybody wants to get on him about, hey, get rid of the football. You had too much time in the pocket. But he's scanning the field, nowhere to go, and that allowed the pressure to ultimately get to him.
14.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
30-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the third at MetLife Stadium. The Jets have scored again. They're really opening it up now. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Well, there was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. He sets up the screen to Jones. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Well, I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side, got to be taken in by Harris. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Deontay Harris. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, New Orleans.
Looking to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So for Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it's
back to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. Here we go with Kamara.
4th down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Again, it's Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
The ball carrier.
sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Makes the score Saints 17. Buccaneers.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
Well, a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady able to shake him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Tom Brady sacked.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Buccaneers.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Yard line.
Meanwhile, in Foxborough there in the 4th quarter. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Cam Newton with 3 touchdown passes to help lead the way. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
A gain of 12 brings up 2nd down at the 37-yard line.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First down, New Orleans.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Bucs' 29-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. It's caught on the right side at Smith.
The pass.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
It's a gain of
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the ground, Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Oh, incomplete, nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
So here's Brady and the Bucs, down 20-13, a little under a minute 50 remaining. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. That's caught by Howard. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 26. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Saints, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.